Alrighty, we are back and better than ever. I was just rewatching the last episode, and it looks like the power was gonna go out, and ironically, power was gonna go out, or power did go out, and then it actually went out again today for like 3 hours when I was planning on recording. So it's a little bit of a late night recording session, why it's a little bit darker than it usually is, and I shaved my beard. A lot has happened. It's been like 3 weeks since I recorded, um, but everything's good. Uh, and yeah, we are back at it, and we left off with working on hatching some eggs. So we've got these three guys. We just went back to the professor. Got an Everstone that I don't think we'll ever use, but yeah. Do we need to heal? We probably might as well heal since we're already here. Yep. So yeah, we just gotta get some steps in. How are the eggs looking? Are they looking like they're close? It may be close, it may be close, and it may be close. Alright, that's good. Well, we shouldn't be here for too long. I'm probably going to also... I don't know if I'm going to go live right after I record this, because it is a little late. Whoops, it's 10 o'clock at night. It's past my bedtime. But, I'm going to at least get the scene in OBS set up so I can start live streaming, because I'm all registered for Baltimore. I still need to book my hotel, which I really gotta do tomorrow. And I gotta find one other thing because I forgot to do one of my chores today. Yeah. But other than that, we're thriving, we're surviving. Terminator is all powered up. Did that say level 7 already? Wow. Dude's going brr. Going vroom vroom. And rolling out. I mean, granted, extra sensory is just a little bit too strong of a move to give to a level 7 Pokemon. In my opinion, that was not the best design choice. We've also reorganized the room. I've got my TCG table behind me now. So all I have to do is spin around in the chair, which is quite nice. To work on those. What have I been working on? I have a Blissey EX like control-ish type deck. That's been a lot of fun. I won my first league challenge 2 weeks ago, which was awesome. I think I have more championship points in TCG than I've ever had in VGC. But yeah, I'm still... TCG's in a great spot right now. It's very interesting. There's like each week there's a new deck that's at the top of the meta, and it's very interesting. Things are just in a vibrant spot, which is a lot more interesting than where VGC has been. But VGC after Worlds is going to be in a great spot, a very exciting time, and I'm thrilled to get back in, go into Regulation H, go to Baltimore, figure out my team, and that's why I gotta start streaming, is I gotta start testing and I've got two different drafts of teams that I'm deciding between right now. And neither of them are great. But they're both fun. And actually, I want to check because the team that I've done the most prep for in any regional tournament was a Parish Trap team. And I forget if any new DLC Pokemon get Parasong. Politoed. Prankster Murkrow with Parish Song? Question mark? I mean, the idea of Screamtail was that it was really fast and bulky. Is there going to be things that one-shot a Murkrow? Answer, probably. I can't wait till Pikalytics gets updated with Regulation H usage data. Oh, we're almost dead. Whoops. Pay attention. Pay attention, C. Alright. So... yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to get back into Garganackle. I think that was so powerful in the original, like, Series 1 teams, because it wouldn't get knocked out, and so they released, I mean, all of the DLC mons, like Power Creep, in my opinion, how I'm thinking about it is Power Creep Pokemon get more and more powerful in the later generations. I think a lot of the community would agree with that. So, in theory, if Garganackle was good before DLC Pokemon were released, then it should still be good after DLC Pokemon get released. I mean, could Rillaboom mess up that theory? Very easily. But that's why Terra exists. And so that's kind of where I'm at, is I'm planning on closing out battles with Garg. But that means I need good partner Pokemon to help sweep through Pokemon that would give Garganackle trouble in the late game. So that's your Rillabooms, that's your Palafins are going to come back. Meanwhile, I could also just Dragon Terra. So there are options and opportunities. Other things that I need to prep for is Fake Out. There's a lot more Fake Out Pokemon now than there were. So I gotta have some sort of plan to deal with Fake Out. But that's team composition number one. Is I think Wide Guard usage is going to drop just because there's no more Calyrex doing Calyrex spread damage things. There's no more, yeah, that's pretty much it. Kyogre, gone. Fluttermane, Dazzling Gleam Fluttermane is also gone. So I think it's going to be, things are going to be in a good spot for spread moves again, because it'll overbalance and people won't be as nervous, so people might not tech Wide Guard onto their teams. So I'm thinking like spread moves to get around a lot of things is going to be smart. I also have a Sinistra build that I'm very excited to try because I want to focus on spread moves, and so like Machagacha with healing, spread, and the chance to burn makes a lot of sense. So I know Machagacha or Sinistra is going to be part of the team. Then I myself want to use Palafin because it is so powerful. I'm leaning towards Choice Band. Just, I don't care if I have to lock into something, because if I'm locking into something, it's more so just to take a single KO. That's going to give trouble to Garganackle. Like, if there's a ground type, gone. If there's a... I gotta look at what other moves Palafin can learn still. But like that's the type of stuff that I more so want to save for a live stream, because please be okay. Okay, that was a little risky. I thought we would go first. Still one shot it, so that's good. But yeah, like it gets access to Ice Punch, Drain Punch. Like, so there's a lot more like sustainability opportunities if I go the Drain Punch route. Could Terra Fire to get around Will-O-Wisp if that seems like it's going to be popular, or I go with like Terra Electric because I don't have, as of right now, I haven't found an electric Pokemon that I like yet. So like a Terra Electric Palafin just seems hilarious. One, and I think it could be good. So, because if you think about it, Electric's only weak to one thing. What's that one thing? Oh, ground. So if you're using, and most ground type moves, a lot of rock, ground, steel, fire, Pokemon run a ground type move, which generally weak to water. So Terra Electric Jet Punch could work. Maybe. Am I hoping too much? Probably. So yeah, I think Palafin with something a little bit more powerful, or with just powerful options, or Facade. That's what I ran my first time, and in the side event, I made a guy panic. He thunder waved my Palafin and closed team sheet, and I just said that was the wrong decision. And he's like, "What? Do you have the one move on your Palafin that would make that the wrong decision?" And I just said, "Yes, I do." And he was like, "Oh no." But then I got fully paralyzed, and he KO'd me the next turn because I talk too much. So, reminder, if you're playing in closed team sheet, don't reveal your strategies to your opponent before you've had a chance to use them. Unless you want to have fun, because me and him did a good chuckle over the whole fact that he crushed me. Yeah, he was playing with Grimmsnarl and Metronome and Thunderwave. It was not fun. Grimmsnarl with Thunderwave and Metronome is a pain in the butt. I learned that one very quickly. also found out like a couple days before that. I feel like there was a Pokemon tournament somewhere, and Metronome was banned, and so players got disqualified for using Metronome on their teams, and that's kind of just funny. That's I would love to see Metronome on a real competitive team. I think that'd be hilarious, and I think the community would love it. I understand why it could have been banned in certain tournaments, because it is a little bit too random. How much is this gonna hurt? A good bit. That's what we call a good bit of hurt. Yeah. I mean, granted, the goal is just steps, so the training is just icing on the cake for Terminator. Then what else? What else? What else? Oh, I should also train Waddle while we're doing this. We'll do that next, or like when we go back out after this trip to the Pokemon Center. Let's see, where are the eggs at? So that's team number 1. Team number 2 is Charge-a-Bug. Similar reasons. Wide guard. I'm leaning into the fact that I really hope wide guard is not popular. Those haven't changed at all. That's fantastic. Yeah, I'm really banking on the fact that I think wide guard's going to drop off. So Charge-a-Bug, for those of you that don't know, battery increases the power of its allies' special attacks by, I believe, 30%. So now just imagine little old Charge-a-Bug. I've got a shiny one in Go that I'm planning on transferring over from the community day. Tiny little Charge-a-Bug sitting next to Blood Moon Ursaluna. Actually, no. We're going to make that even better. Sitting on the shoulder of Blood Moon Ursaluna saying, "You got this, buddy." Scream. Just scream at him. And then Blood Moon Ursaluna just hyper voice. Kaboom. I'm thinking there's potential. And then other things to note. Charge-a-Bug also gets access to String Shot, which is a spread move that lowers speed by 1. Then there's also Sticky Web, which sets up the trap on the other side. That lowers speed by 1. I mean, how many people are going to play Rapid Spin on anything? No one. Mortal Spin, okay, fine, you win. If I go up against a Glamora, then there's going to be a lot of challenges. But I won't be setting up Toxic Spikes because I won't be using contact moves. I've got that team picked out. Let me pull it up. It's on my old phone. I got a new phone. It's fantastic. But yeah, it did not move all of my teams. A little frustrated by that. But it's fine. It's all good. All good. I still have the phone. I can still pull it up on there. But who was it? Blood Moon Ursaluna. Sinistra. Which I didn't think about the Sinistra on that team yet. With the item I'm thinking. I'm going to have to switch that up. So Blood Moon, Sinistra. What I did was I looked at all special attack spread moves, and then I just ordered it by power. And then I tried to pick one out from each type. So like there was Machagacha, Hyper Voice, um, Muddy Water, but I ended up switching out from Muddy Water. Uh, Heat Wave, Dazzling Gleam, Blizzard. I looked, how can I get the most amount of those moves onto the team? And so I built the team around that concept. So if I go against Wide Guard, all I've got is Charge a Bug. But even Charge a Bug wouldn't really work because it's one attack. If it gets taunted is Electro Web. Once again, another spread move. But the way I got around Muddy Water, because I love Muddy Water, I love the accuracy drop. Those are the best VGC matches, is when it's like a 1v2 and it's just Muddy Water versus two opposing Pokemon, and you're just crossing your fingers for those accuracy drops. Chef's kiss. Those battles are so great to watch. So there's that, but I replaced it, and I went Primarina, Liquid Voice with Hyper Voice as my water spread attack. I think it gets the boost from the Liquid Voice, changes the type to water, and then it gets the stab boost. So like, I think it's the right call because Muddy Water's 85% accurate. So I think it's the right call. And Primarina's got crazy special attack. If I do end up freed from wrap at the worst time. If I end up going that route, there's going to be so many more speed calculations that I have to do that I'm not confident in. Because what I would do is I would have to calc the meta Pokemon, like the fastest meta Pokemon at 1 speed stat dropped because of the sticky web. And then calc my team for those speed to outspeed those speeds, not outspeed one stage lowered, if that makes sense. So, and I got my whiteboards all set up so I could start doing that math, because I just do that math by hand. So, I don't know. But like Primarina, that's the downside of it, is it's not the fastest Pokemon. That's why it's got such a powerful ability and never sees play, because it's not fast enough to actually be competitive in speed, but it's too fast for Trick Room. So that's why I think Sticky Web is going to be a great solution. But I still don't know how much speed investment to actually put into it. If you have any shortcuts for how to do that, comment down below. Let me know how I can make those calculations a little bit easier. But at the same time, I have to wait until the numbers get released on Picolytics for what's popular. And I don't know if that's going to happen until after Worlds. Are they up? Let's just take a quick look-see while I'm here and I'm talking about it all. VGC Regulation H is already up. Wow. What? Wow. I have no excuses for not doing the work. Oh, would you look at that? Incineroar and Rillaboom are at the top. by Incinerar's at 35%, Rillaboom's at 30%, Golden goes at 21%. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Primarina's at rank 16. Holy crap. I thought I was going to be clever. Answer. No. No, I'm not. Dondozo Tatsugiri is coming back. Tatsugiri is 28. Dondozo is 18. Annihilate. It's got Mouse Hold. Ooh. That's cool. Annihilate is now being paired with Gallade. So I'm guessing a lot more people are going Beat Up instead of Population Bomb. Yeah, Beat Up has a higher usage than Population Bomb. Interesting, interesting. Okay, here's Garganackle. That's 64. Oh, there's Wide Guard. Wide Guard's on 12% of... I know this is totally not why you all stopped by. So I will save that research for later. Yeah, so chat, feel free to comment saying, why haven't you been practicing? Why haven't you been live streaming? I have zero excuse. I think the lag's fixed. There we go. Okay. That's good. Good, good, good. It looks like Wide Guard usage is still pretty high. That's not good. That's not good. We might be going back to the drawing board. Completely. Oh. Trying to think. I wonder if there's anything that outspeeds Choice Scarf Annihilate that gets beat up. Or like, can you Dragon Darts your ally? Can you Dragon Darts your ally? Because I mean, that only puts it at 150. But that definitely would outspeed Choice Scarf Annihilate just naturally. Dragapult Annihilate Core? Immune to Fake Out. Special Dragapult. Thunder Wave. Support Dragapult. Hold on. Maybe. Is that going somewhere? Maybe. Is it truly? Probably not. But we can dream. Ghost Team. Hospitality Sinistra and... Sinistra and what's the other one? Poltergeist? They both get hospitality. Do a double swap. Life do. I wish that they would allow mystical Pokemon. I would rock an all mystical team. That would be absolutely garbage. But it would be like Dark Void, Darkrai, Malignant Chain, Pecharunt. Just like the moves that nothing good. Like Magarna, get that out of here. We don't need your soul, heart, and great overpowered ability nonsense. Give me the 50% accurate Dark Void. Comment down below. What is your favorite horrible Pokemon attack that you wish was just a little bit better, but they've just nerfed it and they've taken everything away? Yeah. Dark Void. Underrated. Even at 50%, it's still underrated. And they had to nerf it even more once they put Smeargle back into the game. Smeargle can't sketch Dark Void anymore. Like, that's just too far. The whole point of sketch is that you get to pick whatever move and put it onto a Pokemon. If you're gonna ban moves from a Pokemon, what's the point of putting Smeargle back in the game? I don't get it. Did that do it? Come on. There we go. Alright. How are we doing? It will hatch soon. Good. Good. Because I'm getting tired. I could use a nap. And by nap, I mean just go to bed. Because it's almost 11 o'clock. I'm old. Kids, if you're watching this, I know some of my students have found me. If you're watching this, don't get old. You just want to go to bed. I took 2 naps today. I took 2 naps on this summer vacation. Granted, the power was out for 3 hours, so and I'm a nerd. My phone was at 10%. So I just went to sleep. Not gonna lie. Not my proudest moment. I did take the dog for a walk once it stopped raining. But then it started raining again. And my dog doesn't like the rain. So he's getting better about puddles though. Right, Asher? I don't think he's upstairs today. I think he's downstairs on the couch. So yeah. If it gets freed from wrap this turn, I'm gonna cry. There we go. So, yeah, hopefully. Oh, I'm probably gonna hit up another league or like Pokemon night out at another local spot tomorrow. So I probably won't go live tomorrow. Maybe I will during the day, depending on how long my meeting in the afternoon takes. But actually, no, my meeting shouldn't take more than an hour. So yeah, I'll probably go live for like an hour or two tomorrow before dinner. And play or team build at least. Maybe that'll be my plan. Is I'll team build in my first live. The like prep strategy that I think I'm gonna model myself after is actually not a VGC player, but TCG. I've been watching a lot of Azul Garcia Griego live streams. Azul GG. He's legit. He's really legit. So I think I'm gonna. And what I thought was interesting from his testing. So I watched a lot of Wolfie testing to see like, okay, how does a real VGC player test to get ready for a tournament? And Wolfie went hard and was able to play like multiple games at a time and then make adjustments after many games, which I think works really well, but it didn't work well for me because I don't do it as much. So I have to play one game at a time. So I think if I can do one game, and then what I like about Azul is that he would literally change his deck, or he does literally change his deck after each match, and just kept doing a change every single time. Like, and if he felt good, he would keep playing, and if he feels good, I don't know why I keep using past tense. Probably because I was watching it for like the last 3 hours. And my keyboard's dead again. Why does my keyboard keep dying? So, and that's how he comes up with like his optimal decks. Is he just keeps making tweaks until he does a bunch of games in a row where he doesn't need to make any more changes. Then what he talks about is like how from there, that's when if he is liking a deck, he will then take that 60 and adapt it towards the meta. So I think that's going to be my approach to building my team for Baltimore, is like pick out an archetype and then just test it like crazy, making a change or two every single time I need to. And maybe that just means I'm bringing the same 4 mons every single time until I get those 4 mons perfect. And then I swap them out and I focus on the next one. And that's what I like about the Garganackle team, is like whenever I play it in my brain or in like plot, like choreograph a battle, the way I'm seeing it is I'm always bringing 3 of the same Pokemon, and then the fourth one's just changing. So if I can test the core or the first four, then swap out that last one with the next one, then I can master that fourth Pokemon and have the three already done. And then after that one, I go to the last Pokemon and have those four, and once I have that, then I have my 6 all set and done. So, and then after that, that's technically that building the 6 Pokemon in my brain. Building the abilities and the moves is like building your core 60 cards. And then the EV spread is where I'm gonna like draw the comparison to adapting for the meta, predicting which Pokemon are going to be popular, which calcs do I need to survive, who do I need to outspeed, how do I outspeed, all that type of stuff. I forgot to switch. But Waddle's also so close to level 13, we might as well just find a Rattata. That was the goal. And switch into I Spy. I'll go here. Speed powder? Alright, we'll take that. What's the accuracy on that in this game? Okay. We can work with that. It will hatch soon, will hatch soon, will hatch soon. Okay. Good. Switch back into Terminator. Yeah, so I probably won't record another one of these until I have a little bit more to talk about with my live streams. And so I'm just processing my entire plan now verbally out here with all of you wonderful folks watching my video. Then I will proceed to write it all down so when I forget it, hopefully I can remember most of it. I think my goal for Baltimore is gonna just be top 50%. Like, I don't need to make day 2. Personally, I'd prefer not to make day 2. because then I can leave without feeling guilty. It'll be the second weekend of school, so I'm still gonna be busy with new school year prep stuff. So I would love to not feel guilty about leaving if I need to. While I would still love to make day two, I would love to make day two more so attached to a break where I could like more reasonably stay longer, like I did with LA. That was really clutch. Sweet Kiss. That's the confusion one. Just 75. Sharply lowers, regular lowers. Yeah, we'll just get rid of growl. If Charm's just better growl, then we don't need growl. Plain and simple. Getting close to being able to one-shot these things. I forgot how long it takes to hatch eggs. This is why I don't breed. This is why I don't breed Pokemon in the new games. Whenever it's competitive, I will just go out, catch a new one, get the mirror herb. This is just so daunting. So tedious. Lots of respect for shiny hunters. I mean, like, all I will do, and this probably should be part of my planning, because it would just be fun, is see what Pokemon do I have that are shiny in Pokemon Go that I can move into Scarlet, so I can have shiny Pokemon on my team. Because that's totally how you should pick. I mean, you should pick what you're going to have fun with. And the shiny Charger Bug is pretty sick. It's pretty awesome. So, not gonna lie, that would be a big plus to using the Charger Bug team. Even though it gets decimated by Wide Guard. Let's see. Shiny. I've got 73 shiny Pokemon. Does Ampharos get anything good? I've got a lot of Axews, and shiny Haxorus is gorgeous. The all black is so sleek. Shiny Gibbles. I mean, Garchomp's always been good. Shiny Sneasel. Electabuzz and Magmar. Charmander. Coughing. Could do a neutralizing gas team. I could do... I just had a really bad idea that I should not indulge, but I might. That will be my food for thought this evening. I could get into some trouble with that strategy. I would not win at all. I'd be at the bottom tables for sure if I did that. But what's more important, competing or having fun? The idea I'm thinking of is neutralizing gases, a great ability where it turns off all other abilities. So what if, but, and then the other thing is that Weezing's got an interesting attack pool with like poison gas. I like poison gas because it's a spread status move. That's pretty legit. And oh, the way to avoid getting poisoned is by switching into a steel type. Oh wait, Weezing's got Heat Wave and Flamethrower. I mean, it's sounding pretty good, but those moves are also inaccurate. But wait, there's a new ability that lowers evasion with Diplin and Hydrapple. So could you, in theory, lead Palafin, Hydrapple, or Diplin, flip turn Palafin into Weezing once the Super Sweet Syrup has already triggered? The issue is then keeping the Pokemon in play, which Diplin and Hydrapple both get Infestation. So if you catch it correctly, if you call the right protects and the fake outs, then the poison does chip damage. And you just need something to close it out. Oh wait, you already have Palafin. That's flip turned or swapped out and has Jet Punch. And everything's gotten whittled down because of the poison. You alternate protects. You give Weezing Black Sludge. You give Hydrapple leftovers. There's no more Unseen Fists to get through protects, but there is Feint. Feint was picking up towards the end of Regulation G. It's kind of a toss-up. I don't know. What I do know is that we need these eggs to hatch, because we're not doing a third episode of hatching eggs. We're going to have to do another episode of grinding these level 1 babies up to something mildly reasonable. Which is why we have I Spy, so we can literally just do this. Switch into I Spy, take a quick attack. So... And that still leaves one slot left for your core 4. Interesting. Very, very interesting. We are just going to walk this out. Terminator's in double digits. Waddle is stronger than everyone else again. The eggs are supposed to hatch any moment. Any day now. I already have the names picked out We just need them to hatch. I've got them assigned. I've got everything in here. Everything's in here. I'm ready to share it with my audience. The excitement, the anticipation is building. This is fantastic. We have been going for 55 minutes worth of just trying to hatch these eggs, plus a whole episode before this, which was like another 20 minutes. This is great. This is why we're here. This is why we play this game, is so we can hatch eggs and walk back and forth with enthusiasm and passion and purpose. And we're totally going to get the right abilities on all these Pokemon. We're not going to be upset that the natures don't match what the Pokemon are hopefully going to be able to do. I'm running out of things to say because these eggs should be hatching literally, and I quote, "It will hatch soon. Sounds can be heard coming from inside." These eggs are ready to just hatch. And we're going to have 3 new members of the family. But we need to have the members of the family first. Man. Do I look tired? Do I sound tired? Am I exhausted? Maybe. Definitely maybe. Here's a story. Back when I was in high school, we had a men's pageant. Like, it was supposed to be a play on a beauty pageant, but like, it was, oh, thank goodness. But it was called Mr. Kaz, because that was the town I grew up in. And when I just say 3 words that end with maybe, I don't know, maybe, like something like that, I get flashbacks to this high school memory of me embarrassing myself with like a Dance Dance Revolution dance in front of like pretty much the entire student body to the song Call Me Maybe. And I start to regret a lot of life choices. But anyways, back to naming our first child that we have brought into this world. My favorite anime, I don't know if you guys have heard me say this before, is My Hero Academia. And we're hatching 3 eggs. And there's the big 3 in My Hero Academia, which consist of Mirio Togeda, Lemillion, whose quirk lets him pass through objects, including the ground. We got to see him use his ability in very creative ways to support his allies in the most recent battle in the anime that literally came out on Sunday on Hulu. Totally didn't make me cry. So we have Mirio. This one is going to be Nejire, because Nejire's color scheme is blue and yellow. And it's actually almost the same shade of blue, too. Nejire Hado. I honestly don't know what her quirk is. It lets her shoot out like spirally energy blast things. I didn't understand when they explained her quirk. It's like her life force, but like, if she's constantly using her life force to shoot out spiral energy blasts, shouldn't she be like 80? Is life force tied to age? Or is it just like energy? Is it like flexing a muscle? And then it's just stamina. It's not life force. And then the last one. Ooh, actually, I'm going to change this one. Instead of using Tamaki, we're going to use, I don't know his last name. We're going to use his hero name. We're going to use his hero name because it's so much more fitting as I think about it. So Tamaki has a hero name of Sun Eater, which is perfect for a fire type. Great. Now let's take a look-see. How upset are we? Plus special defense, minus attack. We can work with that. Plus speed. We got a fast mover, but we got water absorb. That's great. That's really good. That's really, 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 really good. And it's minus attack. So earthquake, not so much, but the water type moves are good. Not flame body, plus attack, minus special attack. Yeah, that's a thing. That is a thing. I knew it was going to be one of them. At least one of them. I thought it was going to be more. But I'm not too upset with these two. Definitely am upset with how Sun Eater came out. But c'est la vie. Maybe we have a support Sun Eater with Yawn, Smog, Sunny Day, because we all know who the real priority is. We all know Waddle Jr. is the real priority on this team. And Chlorophyll. Not that there's that many double battles in this game. But hey, we made it. We hatched all 3 eggs. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to go to sleep. Make sure you get your 8 hours too. Have a great night.